Hi, welcome to Unit 6, Applications of Probability. This is your last unit of this semester and of this course. So congratulations, you're almost to the finish line. Hope you can continue on through this last unit. So the goal is to work with theoretical and experimental probability as well as conditional probability. The lessons in this unit, we'll first start with sets and Venn diagrams and then finding outcomes. Then we'll look at theoretical and experimental probability. For my honors students, you'll have a lesson on independent and mutually exclusive events for honors only. And then we'll talk about conditional probability and then probability and two-way tables. Now, it will be helpful to use a calculator in this. It'll be really useful. And so when you're working with factorials, which is what this is, a factorial is like the little exclamation point. So 8 factorial means 8 times 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. And you can type that out and you put that in your calculator and you could do it. But it's a lot quicker if you have a calculator. So let me show you how you can do this on a scientific calculator. So if I bring my calculator up here, there you're going to use the probability button. So we type in 8 and then we find the probability button, and notice the number 3 choice here is a factorial. So then I type 3 and it pulls up and you see it on your screen, 8 factorial. When I hit enter, it solves it for me. It's a lot quicker and it's a lot better because you don't risk of accidentally hitting the minus or the divide instead of the multiply, or you miss a number. So using that factorial key is very helpful. You can also use your calculator when you're working with combinations and permutations. So permutations means order matters. So think permanent. Permutations, permanent. Order matters. So for example, if you have 5 people that are running for 3 positions, president, vice president, secretary, and it matters who's the president, who's the vice president, who's the secretary, then it's permanent. Order matters. So the way we do this is we do 5 and then we hit our probability button, and then notice the first one is permutation. So we hit 1 and then we say we want 3 in an order out of that group of 5. And we have 60 possible outcomes. That's a permutation. Same thing for combinations, but combinations is order doesn't matter. It's like a committee. If I have 5 people and I only need 3 on the committee, how many different outcomes can I have when it doesn't matter which 3 are in which order? So the way I do that is I do 5, probability, and this time it's number 2, combinations 3, and there's 10 different outcomes. Now, that's because order doesn't matter, so we have a lot fewer outcomes. So find a scientific calculator, learn how to work with it. If you don't have a scientific calculator, you're just really comfortable using an online calculator, let me show you what it looks like in Desmos. So when you go to Desmos, if you choose Math Tools, Scientific Calculator, here is your keyboard. Now, because there's a main, there's a letter, a keyboard, and then there's functions. This is the one you want to be on. I'm just going to use my keyboard to type the numbers. So I'm going to type 8, and then right here's your factorial button, and your answer shows up on this side over here. Now with the permutations and the combinations, it's a little bit different than the online or the scientific calculator. So just so you're aware, when you try to do this, if you do a permutation, you push this button first, and then you do your arguments. Meaning, I have 5 people, and I want them 3 in a set order. Permutation. If I want to do a combination, then I hit the combination and then 5 and how many I want in each group, 3. If I have 5 people and I want them in a group of 3, how many different ones can I do? So if you have questions on that, let me know, but that's just another option you have of an online calculator if you've become comfortable using that. So lastly, the keyword for this unit is order, because we're going to find out in different situations order is going to make a difference. Sometimes it's important and sometimes it's not. So go back to your assignment in Edgenuity, answer those 2 questions, submit, and keep going. This is your last unit. Go hard, and we'll see you at the end.